Good evening, guys. Tonight's discussion C deals with my mother. My aging mother has moved in. It's complicated. That is the title of discussion C tonight. We are going to discuss when a elderly parent moves in with a child. So here we go with the presentation I made for you. Please sit back and enjoy. Maybe this could help somebody that's going through this, or maybe it will enlighten some folks about moving parents in with them. Okay, here we go. My aging mother has moved in. It's complicated. Signals a story that goes far beyond the logistical act of sharing a home. It hints at the emotional, psychological, and practical upheaval that occurs when an elderly parent's an elderly parent's decline becomes impossible to ignore, and adult children must step into a caregiving role. They may not feel ready for the role uh, for the headline prepares the reader for a narrative that is tender, conflicted, and deeply human. One that captures the uh, collision collusion between love and responsibility. Independence and vulnerability, memory and a change. What the surrounding article reveals. The piece follows writer Katie Rofi as she describes her nearly 90-year-old mother's move from her longtime Upper West Side apartments filled with sunlight, books, and decades of memories into her daughter's Brooklyn home. The shift is not just geographic, it represents a profound contraction of the mother's world. Her mother had been living alone with her dog, Ajax, but her increasing frailty made that management unsafe. She walks unsteadily with a walker, sometimes forgets she needs it, and has fallen when left alone too long. The dreamy, unfocused state she slips into when isolated too long adds another layer of risk. The daughter recognizes that independence has crossed into danger. The article describes this transition as a shrinking of kingdoms, a phrase that captures both the literal downsizing and the symbolic loss of autonomy, identity, and pride. The mother gives up her doorman, her sweeping views, her sun-drenched rooms, and hundreds of books that simply won't fit in a new space. These are not just objects, they are pieces of a life she curated over decades. Why it's complicated. The complexity unfolds on multiple levels, and the article uses vivid everyday moments to show how caregiving reshapes both people, the practical complications. The walker doesn't fit through the bathroom doorway. The bed is too high for her to climb into safely. The daughter must quickly rearrange furniture, rethink pathways, and troubleshoot hazards. Every small task, getting dressed, moving from room to room, becomes a negotiation between safety and dignity. These details show how caregiving often begins with improvisation, not grand plans. The emotional complications. The mother insists, "Oh, I'm fine," even as she struggles, an echo of the pride many elders cling to as their bodies weaken. The daughter feels the familiar mix of worry, guilt, and protectiveness and grief. Both are anxious on move-in day, sensing that life is shifting in ways neither can fully control. The emotional weight is palpable. Love is present, but so is mourning for the life that's slipping away. The rational complications. The mother-daughter dynamic must be renegotiated. Privacy shrinks for both. Old patterns resurface, but now under the pressure of dependency. The daughter becomes the planner, the watcher, the safety net roles that can feel both natural and overwhelming. The article captures how caregiving reshapes identity on both sides. scenes that illustrate the tension. The author uses small, intimate moments to show the larger emotional truth. The mother's struggle to climb into bed, into onto the high, onto the too high bed becomes a metaphor for the broader loss of independence. The daughter's realization she wasn't fine marks the moment when denial gives way to responsibility. As days pass, they begin forming routines, suggesting that adoption is adaptation is possible, but not without discomfort and recalibration. These scenes make the story relatable to anyone who has watched a parent age. Tone and themes. The tone is clear eyed, intimate, and unsentimental. It neither romanticizes caregiving or portrays it as a burden. Instead, it acknowledges the complexity, tenderness, and frustration, grief, and gratitude. Key themes include the erosion of independence, the emotional cost of role reversal, the tension between safety and autonomy, the labor of caregiving, both visible and invisible, the slow creation of new family rhythms. The headline phrases "It's complicated" captures the truth that caregiving is rarely straightforward. It's a blend of devotion, exhaustion, and love and loss, patience and fear. A broader takeaway. For anyone navigating a similar transition, the article offers a quiet but resonant message. Expect the adjustment to be both logistical and emotional. You may need to rethink your home, your routines, and your expectations. You may need to grieve the parent your mother or father once was while learning to care for the person they are now. And you may discover that new forms of closeness emerge, not easily, but through the slow work of adapting together. Okay, guys, that is your C. That is your C. And I will be back on later for D. For now, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks.